Count 1, 2, 7. You can please all rise, we'll commence with prayer. I'd like to call upon Vedana and Children from Arupa Karagam and Mrs. Gumla Governor from Arupa Karagam. Please come forward to light. I must apologize, Ma. Undavane yaani ugattavane undavane yaani ugattavane muttinalum
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. At this juncture, I would like each and every one of you wherever you are seated, to bow your heads in a moment of silence for the passing away of the late Kanaga Odia, who's played a very active role in the Chatsworth and Southern region area. And also to all of us that have lost loved ones, can we observe a moment's silence? Thank you. The month of January being declared as Tamil Heritage Month in Canada, United Kingdom, Australia and other parts of the world. Australia has also released a stamp to honour the significant occasion. Although not yet recognized as Tamil Heritage Month in South Africa, the KwaZulu-Natal Tamil Vedic Society provincial body and its regional structures joined the Indian diaspora in South Africa and the rest of the world in celebrating Tamil Heritage Month. This is done in collaboration with religious organizations and regional Eisteddfod participants in the effort to create awareness of our Tamil heritage. This month is also the time to highlight the many contributions South Africans of Tamil descent have made in this country in social, political and economic spheres, as well as the extraordinary richness of the Tamil language and culture. This afternoon, we have great pleasure in introducing to you Sri Kubendran Pillai, a graduate of Srimati Varushka Patta, a spiritual aspirant of Guru Krishna Naidu. Sri Kubendran also performed in Chidambaram on the holy night of Sivaratri. I now present to you Sri Kubendran Pillai together with the students of the Nateshwara School of Fine Arts, Kumeshni Kavinda, Natara Ganesan, Tishana Pillai and Maxine Murugan. They will perform an invocation dance in praise of Lord Vinayaka, the remover of all obstacles.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ
While we wait for the next item, I'd like to read a message of good wish. It's from Mrs. Murugan, Mrs. Pushpa Murugan, and the message reads, congratulations to officials and members of the KwaZulu-Natal Tamil Vedic Society Provincial Body for the Tamil Heritage Celebration. We wish success in your celebration of Tamil heritage, Iyal, Isai, and Nadagam. Divine blessing from the new year, for the new year 2022 in all your endeavors. Muttamil, the three forms of Tamil, the spoken, musical, and dance. The annual Tamil Eisteddfod is important to the candidates and teachers of mother language Tamil. Sight reading, dialogue, monologue, and short sketch in the language section is added learning and exercise for the Tamil candidate. Improvement in pronunciation, understanding, and knowledge, etc. are benefits gained by participants. Beginning from the age of 5 years, nursery rhymes, recitals of sayings, ethical verses, Ati Suri, to the Tirukkural is a legacy for life, especially learning with meaning which is valuable throughout one's life. What is learning in the cradle is which one till the grave. Learning all this, the greatness of Tamil language is realized by the candidates and the teachers. Then Tamil learning becomes very important in the lives of Tamil. Dialogue, monologue, and short sketch are ideal for learning of spoken Tamil. When rehearsing sketch, the whole class comes together. When participants fall ill, there are many to take their place just listening. They memorize the parts of the sketch. Among wealth, the wealth of hearing is great. That wealth is greater than all other wealth, says the Tirukkural. A candidate participated in the short sketch, Little Red Riding Hood in Tamil. When he immigrated to Australia with his parents, he entered a talent contest there. He made the story of Little Red Riding Hood in a monologue and won first prize with a gold medal certificate. Tirumurugan was 15 years old when he recited a Nalvari in the Sayo section, and now in her year she recited the Sayo perfect. Therefore, Eisteddfod participation is essential. The day of Eisteddfod is exciting and joyful, where Tamil lovers and scholars, officials, adjudicators, teachers, pupils and parents, friends and families gather together to enjoy the shining glory. Pardon me, there's too many pages here. The shining glory of Muttamil on the stage by talented, eager participants, trained by committed teachers. We praise these great Tamil stalwarts. Our gratitude to Tiru Madi Kogi Murthy, officials and members of the provincial body and various regions who keep the flame of Tamil burning. Mrs. Pushpamma Murugan, formerly South Africa, now residing in Australia. Nandri ma, mikka nandri.
We now present to you children of the Multicultural Academy of South Africa. They participated in the KwaZulu-Natal Tamil Vedic Society in Eisteddfod and won many gold medals at regional, provincial and national Eisteddfod. During the lockdown due to COVID-19, the students of the Multicultural Academy of South Africa played an active role in keeping the cultural flame glowing by participating in various online programs and international competitions. This afternoon, I present to you Myron Vani and Sharjan Balasubramanya Sharma, who will present a dialogue.
Vanakkam Saraj.
Vanakkam Mayuri. நான் சந்தித்து ரொம்ப நாள் ஆகிவிட்டதே.
இந்த தொற்றுநோய் கொரோனாவால் நாம் வீட்டில் இருப்பதே பாதுகாப்பு. அதனால் வெளியில் செல்வதே இல்லை.
நாங்களும் வீட்டில் தான் இருந்தோம். மயூரி, எனக்கு ஒரு உதவி செய்றியா?
உதவியா? என்ன உதவி?
எனது ஆசிரியர் தமிழ் கலாச்சாரத்தை பற்றி பேசி சொல்லி இருக்கிறார். அதை பற்றி சிலது வார்த்தைகள் தாரீங்களா?
சுலபமான விஷயம்தானே. ஏன் உமக்கு சித்திரை வருட பிறப்பு, தைப்பொங்கல் இவற்றை பற்றி தெரியாதா?
இதெல்லாம் நாம் கொண்டாடுவதில்லை, அதனால் தெரியா.
அப்படியா? சரி, நமது தமிழ் கலாச்சாரத்தில் எனக்கு பிடித்த விழா தைப்பொங்கலாகும். இது தை மாதத்தில் வருகிறது. நமது சமய கலாச்சாரத்தில் சூரியனுக்கு நன்றி செலுத்துவதற்காக நடக்கும் விழாதான் தைப்பொங்கல்.
சூரியனுக்கு செய்யப்படும் விழாவா? அது எப்படி கொண்டாடுவது?
நாம் எல்லோரும் அதிகாலையிலிருந்து நீராடி புது ஆடை அணிவோம். அதற்கு பின் புதுப்பானை பொங்கல் பொங்கி அதை சூரியனுக்கு படைத்து பிரார்த்தனை செய்வோம். இதில் வேடிக்கை என்ன தெரியுமா? அரிசி பொங்கும் பொழுது நாம் எல்லோரும் சேர்ந்து பொங்கலோ பொங்கல் என்று சொல்லி கொண்டாடுவோம்.
இந்த விழாக்கள் எல்லாம் எப்பொழுது தோன்றினது?
அது பழைய காலத்திலிருந்தே தோன்றுகிறது. இது பற்பல விழாக்கள் நமது கலாச்சாரத்தில் இருக்கின்றது.
வேற என்ன விழாக்கள் இருக்கின்றன?
தீபாவளி, நவராத்திரி, இப்படி பல விழாக்கள் நமது முன்னோர்கள் செய்து வருகிறார்கள்.
தீபாவளியா? இது நாம கொண்டாடுவோம்.
தீபாவளி என்ன நாள் தெரியுமா? நரகாசுரன் என்ற ஒரு அசுரனை விஷ்ணு வதம் செய்ததால். அதனால் தான் நாம் எல்லோரும் பட்டாசு வெடித்து இந்த நாளை மகிழ்ச்சியுடன் கொண்டாடுகிறோம்.
இந்த தமிழ் கலாச்சாரத்தை பற்றி எப்படி உங்களுக்கு தெரிந்தது?
அதுவா? அது பெரியோர்கள் சொல்லும் கதைகளில் இருந்தும் பழைய நூல்களில் இருந்தும் கற்றுக்கொண்டதுதான்.
இந்த தமிழ்
இதே போல் பல விழாக்கள் நமது கலாச்சாரத்தில் இருக்கிறது. உமக்கொன்று தெரியுமா? இந்தியாவில் பல விழாக்கள் இப்படி நடக்கும் பொழுது பள்ளிக்கூடத்தில் எல்லாம் பேச்சு போட்டி, நடன போட்டி, நாடக போட்டி, இப்படி பல விழாக்கள் நடந்து வருகிறது.
ஆமா, தமிழ் கலாச்சாரம் எல்லாம் முன்னேற்றி கண்டு போகிறது.
உண்மைதான். அடுத்த வருடம் நாமும் பல பேச்சு போட்டி வைத்து நமது தமிழ் கலாச்சாரத்தை கைவிடாமல் முன்னேற்றுவோம். நமது முத்தமிழாகிய இயல் இசை நாடகத்தை வாழ்விப்போம்.
ஆமா, நானும் உங்களுக்கு கை கொடுப்பேன்.
மிக்க மகிழ்ச்சி. நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Our next item on the program is the Veena Solo. The Veena is amongst the oldest of the Indian musical instruments. The Saraswati Veena is the predominant Carnatic music. The Veena is said to be the only instrument that can play all gamakas in Carnatic music. The Hindu goddess of knowledge, Mother Saraswati, is said to play the Veena. Pictures depict her sitting on the lotus flower and playing this instrument. I now present to you Mrs. Jagadishwari Balasubramanya Sharma, who will render a Veena solo item. to you Swasti Balakumar, a student of the Multicultural Academy of South Africa, who will speak to you on the topic trees in Tamil.
மிகவும் நன்றாக இருக்கும். மரங்கள் தான் காற்று கொடுக்கும். நான் இன்றைக்கு மரங்களை பற்றி பேசப் போகிறேன். மரம் இயற்கையின் அழகு. மரங்கள் இயற்கையின் தோற்றத்தில் மிக முக்கியமான அம்சமாகும். மரங்கள் நமக்கு காற்று, மழை, உணவு போன்றவற்றை கொடுக்கும். மரமுக்கு ரொம்ப பேர்கள் உள்ளன. பறவைகள் தனது கூட்டுகளை அழகாக மரத்தில் கட்டும். மரத்தின் பாகங்கள் வேர், இலை போன்றவற்றை இறக்கும். மரத்தில் சக்தி வாய்ந்த மரம் வேப்ப மரம். வேப்ப மரத்துக்கு மருத்துவ குணம் உள்ளன. கோடை காலத்துக்கு இருந்து குளிர்காலத்து வரைக்கும் மரங்கள் விழும். நாம் எல்லோரும் மரங்களை காப்போம், மரத்தை வளரும். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
The next item on the program is item rendered by the Meenakshi Amasabha School of Mridangam, who conducts classes free of charge to their students. Vidwan Veluddin Jayendran conducts a very disciplined class and highly motivates and inspires the youth to pursue their career in the art of playing the drums. The students enjoy the class with the intricate techniques that are taught and to develop and group them into budding performing artists. The students are always afforded the opportunity to sit side by side with their guru at performances. Students say their guru is very strict but has so much of patience and humor to ensure they reach perfection in their lesson. Their motto is, classical music is a perennially flowing river, and nothing can affect the flow. No one needs to worry about the Indian music. It is forever. Now, introducing to you the students who will be featuring in the Thala Malay rendition are
Ethan Thirusivaram Murli. Ethan's love for the Mridangam began long even before he realized it. While in the womb of his loving mother, his father would be practice playing, and Ethan would throw out mini kicks to his tune. Hence the name Thirusivaram from the great Sangeeta Kalanidhi Padma Vibhushan Dr. Umaya Puram K. Sivaram. That was a mouthful. With pots and pans as his first drum, Ethan's first encounter with a drum was when he turned 9 months old on his first trip to India. His father bought him a miniature mridangam with a rope which hung over his neck. Well, that was it. On the trip and even back home, he would not let go of his drum. As time passed, Ethan would sit in his father's mridangam classes. And before we knew, Ethan was nowhere to be found. Well, to everyone's surprise, he was fast asleep in a mridangam bed. To his parents' surprise, Ethan would be listening to all the lessons that were taught in mridangam classes, and before long, at the age of 2, he was playing lessons that he was not taught. At the tender age of 5, Master Ethan was introduced to his guru, namely Vidwan Manarkudi S. Chandrasekharan. He has had Skype classes with his guru at the age of 5. To current, and most importantly, he enjoys every bit of it. On occasions, he frequently has classes with his appa, from where the love for his first art arose. Master Ethan Sammakudi Murli. Born with a musical family, is an aspiring Gatham artist. Ethan Sammanakudi is the youngest son of Jayendran and Megan Murli. Give me, because pronunciation, it's a mouthful. I thought my surname was long. Growing up into a musical family, it was not easy. He first fumbled and stumbled learning the violin and guitar. However, he finally found his passion in Gatham. He is currently the only student in South Africa belonging to the world-renowned Buddhappa Foundation. His illustrious guru is none other than one of the world's refined and popular Gatham Vidwans, namely Vidwan Gatham Giridhar Buddhappa. Master Ethan Sammanakudi is currently 3 years under tutelage. Vidwan Gatham Buddhappa is very patient and meticulous guru whom Ethan highly appreciates. At the same time, Gatham Buddhappa is also strict when he needs to be, but very playful, thus making learning fun. He enjoys every bit of his Gatham classes and looks forward to them. He envisages when he grows up, he will accompany on Gatham alongside his brother, who is a Badangist, and his sister on Carnatic vocal. Riyashni Naidu. At the tender age of 5, I found my musical guru Jay. I started off on the tabla. Guru Jay had much of patience trying to teach me Tati Tomna, while I was happily just trying to make noise with the tabla. I later had a change of heart and decided I want to make the mridangam sing just like Guru Jay. It is through my guru that it was made possible. Guru Jay's passion and perseverance motivates me to follow in his footsteps. I have accompanied Guru Jay on many occasions, and each time I am mesmerized. I look forward to gaining the knowledge and following in the footsteps of my guru, hoping one day I will reach his level of expertise and give back to the community through music. My sincere thanks and appreciation also goes out to Uncle Nevi, Auntie Sally, and Auntie Megan, and the children for always accommodating and feeding us. Rivashan Governor hails from a culturally oriented family background with a passion for our language and art. He started learning the tabla by Guru Jayendran Murli at the Dravida Society Hall from the age of 5, and furthered his horizon by learning the mridangam with the support from his guru and family. He would like to take the opportunity to thank his guru for giving him and other students the opportunity to pursue their passion and career in their art form, and also to his family for everything they have done for him today.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I now introduce you for our rendition by the students of the Meenakshi Masaba School of Matanga. and gentlemen, another round of applause for the students of the Niyachama School of Ireland, Rendu and Kalamale. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the KwaZulu-Natal Tamil Vedic Society provincial body, the officials and members of its regions, it now gives me great pleasure to call upon and introduce to you our guest of honor, none other than our own Guru Kribabaya Puri, an educationist who retired as principal in 2020. He is the recipient of numerous awards for the promotion of Hindu religion and culture, some of which are the Tiruvallur Award, the Aman Award, the Rising Sun Community Champion Award, the Dravidian Award, the Rotary Award for Community Upliftment. A very outspoken Tamil scholar, a regular presenter on television and radio on various aspects of Hinduism. May I now invite a round of applause to introduce to you our guest of honor who will address us, Guru Kribabaya Puri.
KwaZulu-Natal தமிழ் வைதிக சமயத்தின் பெரும் தலைவராகிய திருமதி கோகி மூர்த்தி அவர்களுக்கும் பெரும் தலைவராகிய கோகி மூர்த்தி அவர்களுக்கும் மேலும் துணைத் தலைவராகிய திருவாளர் குளோர் தர்மலிங்கம் அவர்களுக்கும் மற்ற அங்கத்தினர்களுக்கும் இங்கு வந்து சேர்ந்திருக்கும் அனைவருக்கும் என் உள்ளம் கனிந்த பாசம் நிறைந்த வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். அன்பர்களே, இன்றைய தினம் உங்கள் முன்னிலையில் இருந்து சில ஒளிகள் கூறி எனக்கு அளவெல்லாம் மகிழ்ச்சி தருகின்றது. இன்னும் சொல்ல போனால் பெருமையும் அளிக்கின்றேன். முதன்மையாக என்னை அழைப்பு தந்த திருமதி போகி மூர்த்தி அவர்களுக்கு என் மனமார்ந்த நன்றியை செலுத்துகின்றேன். My humble salutations to the President of the the President of the Natal Vedic Society, Mrs. Kogi Murthy, and the Deputy President, Mr. Claude Dharmalingam, all the other office bearers from the different regions, and some of our stalwarts who are amongst us, Dr. Bull Murugan, and many other the great chameleons. I feel humbled to be in the presence of such great Tamil people who are engaged in the day-to-day propagation of this ancient language. It does indeed humble. அன்பர்களே, உலகத்தின் பண்பாடுகளில் தமிழ் பண்பாடு மிக சிறந்தது. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are undoubtedly a nation with a distinct culture. A culture that is long and unbroken. Ours is a very, very long history, a long history of trade, a history of achievement, a history of sea travel, a history of city life and commerce. Even if one looks at the word Nagaram were the beautiful great cities in which the Tamil kings lived and which the Tamil communities lived. And early amongst the Tamils, you will realize that civil life and commerce developed and it became very, very strong along the coast, because Tamil was along the coast of South India, reaching out into Sri Lanka, the north and the east part of Sri Lanka. Tamil was a very, very powerful kingdom, a kingdom of Tamil kings, and it was undoubtedly the cradle of Tamil culture. It is the southern states of India, which today we refer to as Tamil Nadu, and the north and eastern parts of Sri Lanka. For thousands of years, this area of Dravidian occupation was home to millions of Tamils. Tamil was much larger geographically than it is today, and the independent kingdoms of this Soranadu, Pandyanadu, and Sheranadu were ruled by very, very powerful kings. In fact, these kings were also the richest. And the reason why I'm using the word richest is because they stood out in the ancient world as being the richest nation. They were involved in commerce with the Greeks and the Romans, and the Tamil ships used to go out right to the north. Kapaloti Tamil we refer to, and you'll notice that the Tamil kings became very, very rich because of this trade that they had with the other countries. What we also have, ladies and gentlemen, is a very, very cultivated Dravidian language. And our very rich literary tradition extends beyond the birth of Christ. If one looks at the Polkapium, it goes to about 400 to 500 BC. And Tamil is amongst the 4 oldest languages in the world. The 4 languages, old languages, which were regarded as classical, was Sanskrit, Tamil, Greek, and Latin. From these 4, you'll notice that Greek and Tamil are the only spoken ones. Latin and Sanskrit survive today as academic languages. But of the 2, from Greek and Tamil, Tamil is the older. அன்பர்களே, நம் தாய்மொழி தமிழானது ஒரு சிறந்த மொழி, ஒரு பழையான மொழி, மேலும் இது மிகவும் இனிமையான மொழி. Yes, அன்பர்களே, learned scholars of the past, from very, very ancient times, they realized the sweetness of this great language, and they even called it Deen Tamil, In Tamil. Deen Tamil, In Tamil, referring to its sweetness. It was this sweetness of this language that prompted that great Tamil freedom fighter, Subramani Bharatiya, Kavi Subramani Bharatiya, who once said, Yam Alayda Modigadile Tamil Modiego, Inidavadi Yangam Khan. And that really, if you translate it, means from all the languages that I have learned, there is no other that is sweeter than this Tamil language. Personal freedom, love for his Tamil culture, and love for national liberty, and the fundamental equality of all men find eloquent expression in the verses that were composed by this giant of intelligence. So Tamil, ladies and gentlemen, is undoubtedly an ancient language. And you'll be wondering now, how did the Tamil kings become so rich? And what did they do with this money? They were involved in trade with the Greeks, trade with the Romans, and what were they trading? Things like rice. And if you look at the word rice in all of the other languages, most of the other languages, we say arasi in Tamil. Rice in English. They even traded with gold, with sapphire, with diamonds, with cardamom, ginger, sugarcane, cosmetics, cotton, and silk. So the Tamils became so rich in the south of India that the kings actually gave large amounts of money for education, and they gave large amounts of money for the building of temples. As recently as about a year or two ago, the Padmanabhan temple, they found a vault there which had $700 billion worth of gold. So you can imagine how much of gold and diamonds and other jewelry, sapphires and emeralds were stolen from our temples in the south of India. The Meenakshi Amman temple and all the other beautiful temples that were vandalized, that were pillaged, that were plundered by invaders. But Tamil withstood the vicissitude of numerous onslaughts. Tamil Tamil actually outlived the various invasions by so many people. Presently, ladies and gentlemen, there are about 80 million Tamil-speaking people living all over the globe. And we too form part of that Tamil diaspora. Quite a sizable number live in Canada, in Australia. And Canada was the first to start setting the ball in motion to recognize Tamil. In fact, the Tamil heritage, the Tamil to recognize this as being something worthy of propagation. And that is why Canada and even the House of Commons in London and the United Kingdom, they decided to declare the month of Margadi Thai. We say Margadi Thai is the month of January as National Tamil Heritage Month. What a beautiful gesture on people who believe in inclusivity. And you'll notice that this is undoubtedly a very, very ancient tradition. It's an ancient culture. It's an ancient heritage. And the Canadian government found it fit to recognize the immense contribution made by Tamil-speaking Canadians to the political, the economical, the educational, and also to the fields of medicine, to the fields of science, and the field of politics. Tamils in Canada, Tamils in Australia play a pivotal role. Yet also in our South African shores, our Tamil brethren every year showed their mettle not only in the field of academics, but in the field of politics, in the field of economics, in the field of education. Suffering persecution, inequality and discrimination with some of the hardships that our forefathers, those indentured laborers that came here in South Africa, they suffered all that kind of hardships, but you'll notice that the spirit of this band of adventures has endeared, has progressed, and has grown. And our forefathers made an invaluable contribution to the transformation process in South Africa. They contributed immensely. You look at Billy Nye, who spent years on the island. You go there and read in the annals of Robben Island, you'll see Tamil-speaking Hindu and meals, Hindu diet, saying there's no meat that you'll have. And we had others of a very like Dr. Bonham. So many, too many to mention. Tamils who have made a contribution. And this contribution made by Tamils was admitted even by Mahatma Gandhi himself. Ladies and gentlemen, one can go on and on talking about this ancient language, but time is of the essence. I want to, there's so much of literature in Tamil, the Sangam literature, and there's so much of our ancient gems that have actually been destroyed, either by the ravages of floods, even by fire, and much of our information about this ancient language has been plundered by invaders and then destroyed. But Saint Thiruvalluvar celebrated 1,330 couplets called the Tirukku, has survived and it survives today as a masterful literary piece, a masterpiece. And that has been translated into several languages of other nations all over the globe. And most probably the reason why this venerated Tamil Tamil classic has been a perennial source of inspiration to people all over the globe is that it is without doubt a detailed and comprehensive book of virtue which guides us not by laying down the law but throwing challenge upon challenge to each and every one of us and appealing to our conscience in the form of its many profoundly appealing observations about every moral issue. The Keynote is a beautiful book, ladies and gentlemen, a book that it will do us good to really read and even to take some of the gems that Balavan actually chronicled in that beautiful book. When we go to Sacred Swamigal, who wrote the Periya Puran chronicling the life and the times of all the 63 Nayanmar saints, Aravathamundu Nayanmar, he wrote about their travels, even their travels through the length and breadth of Tamil Nadu, even going right up to the north, to the Himalayas. Dear brothers and sisters of Tamil, a special message to all of you, including the youth who are present here today. We are descendants of an ancient race whose very high standards of civilization extends to prehistoric times. We must always regard our language, Tamil word, our religion, Tamil, Saiva Samayam, our culture, Tamil Kalacharam, Tamil Panpada, and our religion with intense pride. Even if you look at Indian culture, the single symbol of Indian culture all over the world is that beautiful dancing Nararasa Dharma. Manada, Maruvada, Madhyada, Pudada, Mangai Sivakamiya, Manada, Pudada, Arikanda Brahmana, Pudada, Vanudaga, Kuttemellam, Rade Murugesa, Andi Vahanamada, Madiva Vaini Sedi, Sivakami Desedi, Yadayan Deva Nadaraja, that beautiful, beautiful Nadarasa Perumal in Singapore, the original, which is also the British Museum today, ladies and gentlemen. That is a symbol of Indian culture, wherever you go in the world. This beautiful, the Kali Kingdom Garden, is from Tamil heritage. May we continue to enjoy and realize our cultural unity through our dress, through our films, our dance, our food, our music, and our clothes. We must be assertive about our Tamil culture, but we must remain cosmopolitan in our outlook because we are undoubtedly in a very diverse country. In fact, we are one of the most diverse nations on earth, but we never looked at our diversity as a challenge that needs to be overcome. We looked at our challenge as one of the greatest assets that go into making our very, very rich and our colorful common South African heritage. May the glory of this culture, of the ancient Tamils, perpetuate itself on these South African shores. And may we, as custodians of this ancient culture, may we have the strength and the courage and the fortitude to mirror the beauty and the glory of this ancient heritage amongst the races whom we live and whom we work. And today, the world is becoming aware of this ancient language and ancient culture. Why not South Africa? South African government even played ignorant of a very, very important observation like Diwali, where not a word was mentioned even by our president. And even an important thing like Pongal and Tamil Kalacha, Tamil Panpat is not mentioned at all. It is about time when organizations take up the cudgels and right this law, because Tamil stands on record as being the oldest spoken classical language in the world. What more clout we need to convince the governors of this country that Tamil heritage needs to also be observed in the month of January, like it is being observed in most parts of the world. Let me close by quoting from Bharathidasan, poet who was a student of Kavi Subramani Bharati. And Bharathidasan said, stand up and say, I am proud to be a Tamil. Varga Tamil. Varga Tamil. Varga Tamil. Mikada.
Bayapuri for that very informative insight on the Tamil heritage. I now call upon the Deputy President of the KwaZulu-Natal Tamil Vedic Society Provincial Body, who will hand a token of appreciation to Guru Kripa Bayapuri. The next item on the program is the dance item by the students of the Orchestral School of Dance, Pietermaritzburg, who will perform a padam dedicated to Mother Saraswati. Open your eyes and look at me. Sitting on the beautiful white lotus, sitting on the beautiful white lotus, please bless us. For performing arts to flourish on earth, who else is the expert? Please sit within me and bless me, everyday beautiful goddess who plays the veena. O Mother, who gives us the 64 fine arts, help us master different types of music, to master Bharatanatyam and to play different musical instruments. I now present to you Karal Pillai and, sorry about that. I now present to you Karal Pillai, who will perform a padam.
Thank you, Kara, for a very well rendered item. I now present to you a recorded message.
Vanakkam, Namaskaram, Namaste, good afternoon to each and every one of you. My name is Percussion, current President of the South African Tamil Federation. I live in middle of Mpumalanga. I'm really humbled to be saying a few words on your very prestigious event this afternoon, namely Tamil Heritage Celebration. Now January has been Tamil Heritage Month in most parts of the world. And I want to congratulate the executive and each and every member of the organization and its regional structures in keeping and promoting our Tamil language, music, dance, and the Eisteddfod. Thank you for your endless, tireless efforts that you put in promoting our language and in instilling good values, discipline, and teaching our youth the importance of maintaining our Tamil heritage, such rich heritage that we inherited when our forefathers arrived here more than 160 years ago. I hope and pray that your event is of great success this afternoon. I might not be there in person, but I am praying that you are all safe and observing the COVID protocols. And I'm wishing you every success in your function this afternoon. I'm constantly in contact with Mrs. Kogi Murthy, that is the head of the Eisteddfods, and I believe that the Eisteddfods are planning to take place this year. I would really appreciate an invite, and I will make sure that I attend the function. Thanking you very humbly from a cold Mpumalanga this afternoon. Mika Nandri and take care.
That was the President of the South African Tamil Federation, Mrs. Premi Govender. Our heartfelt thanks goes out to her. Our next item is a dance item performed by Tasreya Kumarsamy and Kirel Philip. Intermission. Before we go on to the next item on the program, we have another congratulatory message that we would like to play.
Coming from being part of the Eisteddfod Society Provincial Body family, for many years it gives me great pleasure to congratulate and wish them well on the Tamil Heritage Festival 2022. I always ask myself, why do we celebrate Tamil Heritage Festival? Is it to propagate our Tamil language, culture and religion? Or to increase awareness and appreciation for all the achievements and contribution of the Tamil people? Or whatever the reason is, this has been said previously, and I reiterate it. We embrace and be proud of all. It is so important that we learn our language and instill our culture and recognize the accomplishments of our Tamil people and be proud. I must say thanks to the Eisteddfod Society Provincial Body for being that instrument that allowed us the opportunity or reason for us to learn our language and art in different forms. We say we do not learn our language because we are not in India or it's not our first language in South Africa, but it's so important for us to learn our heritage. We never know in our life when we or our children will need it. I am in Canada going 4 years, and I must say, I thank and speak of the NTBS provincial body regularly among the various Indian people I meet. The little I know is because they created a platform for us to learn our Tamil heritage in an exciting, competitive manner. There are so many people here that are Indians and speak and teach the children our beautiful language. At times, I feel so lost that I cannot speak the language fluently and rely on jokes most of the time. I say to myself, if only I was more serious in learning our language, I would have definitely been in a different position. I sit in our lunch shop and hear the beautiful language that they speak to one another. All I can understand is Vanakkam or Namaste. The rest of the conversation, I am lost and catch up again when they use words like Nandri or Shukriya. I can understand what they're asking me to do, thanks to the little that I learned from the opportunities created by the NTBS provincial body and the regions. But unfortunately, cannot speak that fluently, but all is not lost. I am learning every day what a beautiful language we have. I get so excited when I see our Tamil Indian people, and we are mostly recognized by our red dance. I have noticed most of the Indian married ladies do not use their sindoor, but most of our Tamil ladies, I have found no matter what they use, the red dots are not missed, and that's how we stand out. It is good to see our culture so close to our hearts, no matter where we are. Both our parents, Yokes, and myself have been part of the NTBS provincial body or their region for many years, and I know that hard work, sacrifice, and commitment is needed, and lot of that is not recognized or acknowledged enough. However, I rest assure you that it is definitely appreciated. Yokes and I are proud to have been part of the NTBS provincial body family for many years, and will continue to fly their flags and their regions for years to come. And we want to again congratulate and wish the current officials and members of the provincial body and the regions all the best, and hope you continue this excellent work with the same passion and commitment, and keep the train going, as we really need that dedication and a thick skin to handle all challenges, but it's definitely worth the challenge. Country, Basin, and Yokes Perumal, Canada.
The next item is a dance item. The Gumi dance is a Tamil folk dance, typically whilst clapping hands. It originated at a time when instruments were not invented. The song entitled Tam Tam from the movie Enemy depicts a grand engagement ceremony of a beautiful bride. I now present to you dancers from the Durban South region performing this dance. The dancers are Parnavi Vardhan, Karen Dharmalingam, Tirisha Gavanda, Kimera Iyer, Kiara Reddy, and Akshara Vardhan.
Thank you, Durban South region, for the good rendition. The next message comes from the Indrani Dance Academy, and they are in Malaysia. From Indrani Dance Academy to the KwaZulu-Natal Vedic Society, Manakam, so happy that you have made it until here. This is my heartiest praise for our prosperity. I wish you to get numerous successful events in your society and grin with dependability remaining with you. Give your successful event and devotion to your work all the very best. Keep rocking, and with God's guidance there will be many success coming in your way. From Dr. Indrani, Director, Choreographer, Teacher of Indian or Indrani Dance Academy, Malaysia. Thank you. Our next item we have a kacheri by Bruce Pillay and Troupe, all the way from Stang. Please give them a big round of applause. While they set up, Bruce Pillay hails from Stanger, now Kodakuza, in the upper North Coast region. He has a history of participating in Tamil Eisteddfod, accompanying overseas artists and rendering musical performances on various social media platforms. In Stanger, he is a household name when it comes to cultural, temple, ceremonies and prayer functions. Today, he will be rendering 4 songs. One of the song items, entitled Karanam, earned him a gold medal in the regional Eisteddfod 2019. And for this, he is truly grateful to his Guru, Guru Kumare Singh Chetty of the Swaralaya Music Academy, with whom he is currently learning vocals from. Accompanying him this afternoon is Mr. Sayan Perumal on Mridangam, a student of the late Pregaran Singaram, Mr. Mani Murugan, a very versatile harmonium and tabla player, who so willingly accepted the invitation to participate at this program. Presenting to you a kacheri by Bruce Pillay. Just a short commercial while they're setting up. Please remember we have supper provided after the function, and we have a surprise item later in the program. So please stay with us and do enjoy the rest of the program. Thank you.
குறையேதும் இல்லை ஐயா, குறையேதும் இல்லை ஐயா, பெண்ணின் புகழா உன் அருளில் குறையாத பறைவாடு. குறையேதும் இல்லை ஐயா,
Thank you, Bruce, Willie and True. We enjoy the program.
A message from Mrs. Naidu, past president of the KwaZulu-Natal Tamil Vedic Society Provincial Body. My heartfelt congratulations to the officials of the KwaZulu-Natal Tamil Vedic Society Provincial Body for their commitment and dedication towards the Tamil Eisteddfod. Your action speaks louder than words, and you all tell an incredible story and are a great example and motivation to the future generations and to the community. And may you continue to keep the rich language, culture, and heritage preserved. I express my happiness and feel so proud that the Tamil Eisteddfod is still being promoted despite the challenges of COVID-19. Well done in celebrating Tamil heritage, and I wish the organization all success in the event. Mrs. Sundari Naidu, the past president of the KwaZulu-Natal Tamil Vedic Society Provincial Body.
So before we move on to the next item, Mr. Aubrey Veeran has a sticker and it reads, I love Tamil. This was sponsored to us by the Tamil Vedic Society Trust. Thank you to the Trust. Our penultimate item is an orchestra. While they set up, I'll read out a synopsis. The next item is from the Chatsworth Youth Cultural Promotion, known as the CYC Promotion. They consist of a band of highly dedicated and motivated youth whose aim is to promote, to extend their culture despite the technology and influence of the Western society. These youth will demonstrate an understanding of medley of music using various instruments including drums, string instruments, and percussion instruments. Sit back, enjoy the vibrations from our talented youth. The youth that will be performing here today, Percussion, Vijay Ratnam, we'll take it a little bit slower, long names here. Production, Vijay Ratnam, Dinesha Lavender, Jayatika Nader, Trishan Robert, Dasan Nader, Bhavesh Pillai, Darshan Kengan, Kirushan Kengan, Dimeshan Pillai, Karina Nair, and let's put our hands together for the young and vibrant youth and the penultimate item. While we wait for the setup, I'd like to call upon Mrs. Kata Dharmalingam, no relation of mine, Mrs. Padmani Dharmalingam, and Mrs. Sarojini Pillai. Please come backstage, thank you.
Yeah, let's start.
Let's hear it for Chatsworth Youth Cultural Promotion. Well done, children.
Ladies and gentlemen, while we clear up the stage and we get ready for our next item, as we did mention earlier on the program that we have a surprise item, we've now come to that time to present the surprise to our ladies. We call for 10 ladies to please come up on stage. 10 ladies. My apologies, I've just been told that the 10 ladies that's coming up on stage must be dressed in a sari. And there you go, you talk about Babla. 8 more.
So while we wait for the ladies to come up, I'll quickly do the vote of thanks in no particular order. We want to thank Lord Namashivaya for this day, for making it possible for all our plannings and preparation that have gone excellently thus far. Thank you. Our main sponsor, Meenakshi Amman Sabha, and the Murli family, we want to thank them for their sponsor of the entire function. Please put your hands together. The next gratitude is the officials and members of the Multicultural Hall for the use of this hall at a very, very reduced rate, because we were having a cultural program. You can give them a round of applause. Sunday Sadhana and team, we want to say, sir, thank you for the mileage that you're going to give us. Hopefully it will show up in one of the Sundays. Thank you to the team. Thanks. If you can hear me loud and clear, it's possible because of our sound engineer, Tony Modley. Mr. Tony, thank you. And Norman, the assistant. Our guest of honor, if he's still around, Guru Kriba Vayapuri. Thank you, Pa. You're going to be served with sumptuous meals, and this was possible by Kennedy and team. We want to say thank you very much. So when you walked in, you saw a lovely display outside. That display was made possible by a few individuals. Mr. and Mrs. Ravi Governor for the props on the display up front. Mr. Siva Nair for sponsoring the fruit and the vegetable that's on the display. Mr. Jay Pillai for the technical equipment. And Mr. Puvi for the veggies as well. We're still waiting for 5 ladies. We promise we're not going to do something funny. Please, 5 ladies. Or I'll come down there and pick them. We still on vote of thanks. All the members, the officials, our regional heads that has made this possible, for the program that you put together for all the hard work, the time and the dedication so that we could have a successful function. So to our region and their affiliates, a round of applause. Rising Sun advertised the program as well. We've had an article in the paper and I've had numerous calls. So sir, Rising Sun, thank you very much. For those that are watching this live, it's possible because Sage Governor has made himself available to do the live streaming. Thank you, Sage. The most important people in this function are the audience. And if it weren't for you, we won't have a function. So we want to say a very, very big thank you for taking the time and the effort to help us celebrate our Tamil heritage. Thank you very, very much. I almost missed out the artists. Now all those people that performed here today would have practiced day and night, making sure that their performance was successful, was vibrant, was beautiful. The last item bears testimony to that. So let's give all the artists a huge round of applause. So if you can please humbly ask the ladies to please stand up front. Come up front here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more please. 2 more ladies, preferably with saris. Then we'll name the item. It was a surprise item, we haven't named it. 2 more ladies. 2 more ladies with saris. We need 1 more please. The lady with the navy blue sari, if I'm correct, or it's a black sari. Auntie, don't look in the back, Auntie. Let's make some space, right? I promise you, this is not planned. So with your help, we're going to try and put this item together. We'll call it the Sari Parade. How's it? Sari Parade. Okay? Yes. So let's move you on a little bit back. A little bit in a semicircle. So let's give them a round of applause. You guys are going to make this exciting, okay? So we have some songs. I can hear it already. So we'll start with Mrs. Singaro. Please forgive me for the people who don't know, okay? Because I know you when you first, you're going to come forward and do a parade with your, you know? Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Singaro. So you can all follow through like that, right? Mrs. Indrani Tulsi is going to do a parade. Let's put our hands together. Mrs. Indrani Tulsi. Gumla ready, please show us your best. This is Mrs. Pushpa Governor. Please put your hands together. Mrs. Pushpa Governor. Well done, ma'am. Put your hands together for Pushpa. Our next contestant is Mrs. Vimla Governor. I think we'll have to go a little bit slow because Mark can't go fast. Mrs. Vedanayana, listen to the name. Vedanayana Chippan. Put your hands together for her. Okay, we move on to the next person. Mrs. Ambige Veeran. Let's see what you can do. Mr. Veeran. We move on to Mrs. Ragini Governor. Please put your hands together. Okay, last contestant, second last. The second last contestant is Suhashini Modli. This lady, I know she cannot dance. She can sing. We won't make her sing today, but we want her to dance. Of some song. Diana Mudani. Please put your hands together. So you think they did well? I'm not looking for a winner, I'm going to be honest. We're not looking for winners. They were shy when they were coming up here. You check the styles they were putting up here. Oh my God. Okay, we have gifts for them. Okay, the gifts that we have been sponsored by an individual. I don't think they want to be named. The idea is, somebody said that with a group they don't need to do a dance together. You think you'll manage it? Gummi dance. Gummi dance. Go for it. Anybody wants to join them? Gummi dance. Is there a song called Emacha? Oh, I thought this was going to be short. Auntie got to dance.
He
round of applause. Please don't go away. Come back on stage, please. Thank you, Vedic. Okay, we're going to do the Varku. That's a Tamil song. The whole idea of the concert or the Heritage Day celebration is about our Tamil heritage. So let's all rise. Please do not leave the hall when the Varku is done. There are means provided. All the vegetable and the fruits, I'm repeating, the vegetable and the fruits only, no other display. The instruments, the brassware, please don't take those away. So the vegetable and the fruits you can't have when you're walking out.
Bye.
வாழ்க தமிழ் மொழி, வாழ்க தமிழ் மொழி. நன்றி, வணக்கம். ப்ளீஸ் travel home safe.